Good day, fellow gardeners. Now, I just decided about 5 minutes ago I'm going to plant out a couple of beds with some autumn and winter seeds. And then this happened. As soon as I decided what I was going to plant out as well, I thought, I'll get cracking on that now. This has been the tale of the tape, really, this summer. But you've got to keep growing with your head down, obviously, but yeah. I hope you can hear me above the tempest. Absolutely pounding down. Look at that out there. I mean, I've got my jacket, obviously, but I don't fancy that, do you? It's bouncing down. And that's all in the space of about 5 minutes. It started a couple of minutes before I turned on the camera, that. Flipping heck. It stopped more or less straight away. No, it's not. I think I'll do some filming in here. Get some more seeds started off in here. I'm going to have to go and get the compost from outside though. Which isn't going to be too much fun, is it? These have been alright, the seedlings that I started the other day. Last week. Was it last week or was it the week before? So, yeah. 13th of the 7th. And it's, what is it now, the 27th? Something like that. I'll tell you in a minute. Right. Fingers crossed for the bloody rain, eh? Oh my God. Now the weather did say showers for today, so I shouldn't really be surprised, and I'm not, to be honest, but there's been a bit of a break in the weather, so I'm going to just, I'm going to try to do a bed. I'll show you. Now this is the bed where the all-male pumpkin was. An extremely masculine pumpkin plant. Not a single female flower on it, so I pulled it out because you're not going to get any pumpkins with all male flowers. So this is the bed. I've emptied another bag of compost on, horse manure on top of it. But as you can see, there's 4 or 5 inches all the way around, really, where it can be filled with compost, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the compost in there. It's just a bog standard clover compost that we've got, so that'll take about 2 bags just to top it off, and then that'll be ready then, more or less, to accept our seeds. I'm going to put those in with some bone meal, mix the compost in with some bone meal, and then as the plant grows and it needs the nutrition, it can root down and find it. They're all leafy greens that we're going to be using, so the leafy greens will like the manure because of the nitrogen content. And I'll show you what we're going to be seeding out. We're going to be sowing. Okay. So I fancied a bit of colour going into the autumn and winter months. So we've selected a couple. There's just a child being strangled in the background. It's not my child, don't worry about it. So Oriental Mikado spinach up at the top there. We've got some colour in the form of rainbow chard. We're going to be going into the mix. Continuing the Oriental theme from the first one there, we've got some choy sum, which is known as a flowering pack choy. We're going to try that out. You can eat the flowers on that. You can eat the leaves, the stems, the flowers, the lot. Oriental leaves, some mixed oriental leaves. Let's see what's in that. So there's Mibuna, sorry. Red Giant Mustard, Pak Choi Shanghai, Komatsuma, which is a tender green, Mitsuna, which we've got some, I've got some, well, I had some Mitsuna last year, we grew some of that. Chinese cabbage, Wong Bok. Oops. Red amaranth, we're going to be harvesting that while it's a baby. You can grow red amaranth and harvest the seeds off it, but it's not worth it for me. The leaves are quite nice when they're young, dead bitter when they're old, and the seeds are, unless you've got tons and tons of them, you can't do very much with them, in my humble opinion. Other people may differ from that, but there's a spicy mixed leaf, easy to grow in container as well. It's a form of container, isn't it? Perpetual spinach, and again, there's a mix there, mixed beetroots and cylindra beetroot. So 2 lots of beets again. That's a spinach beet. All of these ones are going to be healthy through the autumn and winter months, so that's why we're banging them in. And also, they're in season. You can sow them now. As you know, with these ones, actually, you can see on the packets that it says all the year round these can be sown. Some of them anyway. That's all the way up to August. These are up until September. I think the spinach third is August or even September. These ones are up to September, the rainbow chard. So yeah, it can all be put out now. No problems with that. These say July on it, but we're still in July. I don't see a reason why we can't put them out. And that's the selection. So we'll get those in the ground now. As I say, I'm going to be doing the drills now, preparing the bed and doing the drills. So we'll crack on. It's as different again now. The sun's blazing. Welcome to England, boys and girls. This is what you get. Torrential downpours and then glorious sunshine. It's no wonder the Romans got fed up of us, isn't it, eh? So, let's get that bed sorted out while we've got a chance now. I'm going to get the compost, which is right over here. I reckon we'll need a couple of bags of that, just to top off the mix in the bone meal, and get our seeds in there. All it needs really is a couple of inches of the compost in the top there, and let nature run its course. Once the seed's root system develops, it's going to get down there into the manure that's underneath and fire the plants along. But when they're first kicking off, the little seedlings, they don't need any nutrition particularly. So let them develop the roots and seek out that nutrition that is below. So if we get it down, put about 3 inches probably on top of that, I think that should be fine. That should be good. 3 inches of sort of non-nutritious stuff on top of all that nutrition. See what happens. Right, I'll get cracking. Can't believe this weather. Now I've divided that bed up into sort of 9 drills. They're called drills, the little furrows that you can see there. And I've just used a cane that was cut to about the right size for the width of the bed. And that marks out where your little seedlings are going to be going. Yeah, it goes down about 1/2 inch-ish. So the flag just tickled the back of my neck and I thought it was a big spider. It scared me, that. So there's the bed. Now all we need to do is mark up what we're going to be putting in seed-wise into that bed. So I'm going to get my little tickets and write on what we're putting in. So I'll get on with that now. Took 1.5 bags of the compost. I've not sieved the compost in any way. Probably would be better if I had a done, but I can't be bothered, it takes too long. They'll either come through or they won't come through, but I'm sure they will. See there, how's that looking? All our neat little rows with the neat little labels. Unfortunately, the sun and the rain's probably going to wash all those labels off, all the markings off them. But that's what we've got going in. So we've got the Mikado spinach, the mixed oriental leaves, and the choice some. So this is our oriental section, and then we're moving on for the rainbow chard, mixed spicy leaves, and then a bit more colour there with the multicoloured mix of the beetroots. We've got the beet leaf, perpetual spinach, Wilco's cylindra, and the red amaranth. So we better get sowing them up, haven't we? I'm going to try to sow them quite thinly, apart from the beetroots. I'm going to put the beetroots quite close together, with a couple of gaps in between, to be honest, but we can thin them as we go, as we get the seeds in. These are all seeds that I want to use anyway, so we'll get the seeds in, probably about 20 to a row, and then we can thin them as we go then, as they get a bit too close together. With the leaf, as the baby leaf comes through, these mixed leaves, we can take those leaves, we can do a cut and come again, or we can just take the plants out and eat them as they come, as we thin them. But I'm not too precious about it. With plenty of seeds, got tons of seeds. I need to start using all these seeds up, really, because I have an overabundance of them, and they don't last forever. So yeah, let's get cracking. Okay, there we have our rows of seeds sown. You can see that some of the brassica types, which are oriental mix, and your choice some, and Mikado for that matter, are quite small. The mixed leaf is really tiny, if you look in there. So there's quite a few gone in to the drills. I don't know if you can even make them out. Quite a few seeds gone in there. And as I say, we'll be taking them as they're coming up, thinning them as necessary, really, by way of eating them. The beet types, the beet leaf types, and beetroot types, and chardies, which is in the beetrooty family. Quite large seeds, like double crowns they look like to me. Always remind me of like a double crown. So they're going to get covered over now. I'm just going to cover some soil over the top of them, give them a gentle firm down, and then hopefully over the next couple of weeks we'll get the seedlings coming up. But we know where the rows are. They're marked by those markers. So anything that comes up outside of those rows, we give it an inch or two either side of the marker, about an inch either side actually of the marker. Anything that's coming up beyond those markers, if you like, is a weed, or I'm going to call it a weed, and I'm going to take it out, giving the actual crops that we want to grow a fighting chance. And there we go. I'll do that now. I'll cover them over, and there they are. That was a squeaky voice then, wasn't it? All the seeds are covered over now and patted down. And, yeah. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we shall have a crop out of that bed. That's the new bed. And as I said before, it had this sort of barren male giant pumpkin, allegedly, in it. For some reason, every single flower on it was a male flower. We didn't get one single female flower on it. So it was a waste of time as a pumpkin. So out it came, and now it's going to be a salad leaf and beetroot and beet leaf bed. looking forward to it. I'm hoping that they all come through. Well, not all of them, but I'm hoping we get a fair percentage of them coming through. Some of them were like last year's, well, you know, used by end of last year. I think with the Mikado, they were 2018 to be used by or sown by 2018. But we've still got some seeds left inside the packets. We've not used all the seeds up. So there's still more sowing to be done with our little friends there. So yeah, fingers crossed on those. I'll show you the carrots actually. I showed you the carrots the other day, didn't I, about 2 days ago. Look how they're looking now. Now my friend Lank Pudding said there must be something in the water in Wigan. Because look at that. They were just starting to burst their noses through, and that was 2 days ago. That was on Thursday evening, when I put the last video up. And that is today, Saturday, the 25th. It's like a forest, a carrot forest. Obviously, Ron at the car park growing area, Ron, he did say he'll be taking ages there thinning them out, and I will, Ron, you're right. There's a better way of doing it, a gridded method that HGV does. A guy called Homegrown Veg, check him out, for bucket growing. Homegrown Veg. He has a grid, like a circular grid, and he puts the carrots into the grid boxes, basically, leaving enough spacing. Now in that you'd probably have about 30 carrots in that, get away with 30 carrots in a bucket that size. But at the moment there's about 130. So you're right, Ron, I will need to do some thinning out, but it gives me something to do. It keeps me out of trouble, doesn't it? Hey? And anyway, that's what I'll be doing. We're taking a few out and then leaving a few on to develop into, as I said before, fingerlings, which are going to be about 5 or 6 inches long. We'll take them out. And leave around about 30, 32, something like that, carrots to grow on. I need to start some more carrots, so what I will try and do is get one of those, it's like a plastic sort of grid. It's the same stuff, I think, that he uses. HGV uses, I think it's the same stuff as this. And you cut it to the sort of size of the bucket that you're going to be growing in, and you don't put them in every single one, but you put them in a kind of a pattern. I'll have to check him out actually, HGV. I'll have to look at that one again, and then nick the idea and put it on here, giving HGV full credit, as I always do. If I nick an idea off somebody, I tell them I'm nicking it. I ask them if it's all right, and they generally say, yeah, of course, just give us a mention, which I do. It's only courtesy, and it's a nice thing to do. It's the right thing to do. And then I pass that on to you. And the people that I watch, they also give credit to people that they get their ideas off. And that's what you want to do. You don't want to be sort of nicking people's ideas and claiming them as your own, as I know a few people have done. Naughty people. But not the good growers, not the pleasant folk in Hobbiton, where we live. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you tomorrow, and if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the winter. I've been Guru Mafinda. You've been fantastic, beautiful and fragrant as ever, and happy days. Keep growing with your head down, and remember, we love you all. Bye bye from Eden. See you later.